It's crazy to think how much has changed in the Halo scene. You know, it's interesting to see players grow. You know, back in Halo 2 Anniversary, he was that rookie of the year, you know, up and coming player, nasty with the sniper rifle, had his opportunities in Halo 5, just absolutely put his heart on the stage. And, you know, one of the greatest moments in Halo esports happened at the last LAN event when we saw Spartan on stage. He had finally done it. He had finally won the big event, and his emotion that he had on stage, it just really shows you that he's a player that plays with his feelings on his sleeve. He'll write it all out to you. He knows what he wants. But Vemzii gonna answer strong. He finds the first kill on Pznguin. Camouflage gonna be going into the hands of Pyrettic, and it's gonna be up to Spartan to shut him down.
Expecting a lot of emotion out of this one, Garrett, that's for sure. Through the gameplay, through the comms, we'll get in on both sides, but Pyrettic, for now, he's going to play this slow, and he's going to play to his strengths as well. He's got the combo, he's got the camo, he's got top map, and beams onto Sparty as well. Sparty now weak bottom base. He's starting to mount the challenge here. Shots into Pznguin also. Vemzii, you know this man's fast. He's going to get right into the fray. He's already bottom base. He's got the kill onto Sparty, and now Pyrettic can wrap and clean up Pznguin. Nice, clean series of events, and they've got new spawners up in car.
Yeah, that first camouflage proving to be critical early on in this game, as it allows the team of Vemzii and Pyrettic to find a couple kills. But now Pyrettic's in trouble, top mid, all by his lonesome. He's trying to survive the onslaught of nades. The push is coming through. Spartan gets tagged up, but survives, lands the grenade to say, I'm taking you with me, brother. And Vemzii, now he's stuck top mid. He's going to have Spartan come up. Spartan shot the shield. Interesting decision from him. He's going to try to get away, not going to be able to do so, as Vemzii immediately makes his way back up the top mid. Man, this man has been one shot for what feels like an eternity.
The movement out of Vemzii to get out of that was stellar, though. My God, that was beautiful. He just sprinted and got a frame perfect stabilized to catch the ledge and jump right back up the top mid, avoid a couple nades and shots in the process. And now the man's alive still. Second lease on life here, sitting up on pink side. He's got his teammate in blue, and he's got a perfect position to get opening shots here. But look at the bullets coming out of Zane's Magnum there, shutting Vemzii down completely, and then leaving Pyrettic alone on P1. Sparty making a wide rotation here, watching all his corners. They're just letting him stay up. The new spawner now up in blue.
And one thing we know about this squad of Spartan and Pznguin is that they are resilient. We've seen them go down multiple times in matches, and they've absolutely pulled it back, clawed through, and then they take a winning position by the end. But camouflage, Spartan went for the camo. It wasn't there. I'm not sure if it just wasn't up or if it was burned earlier. We'll have to maybe get some confirmation on that later. But right now, Vemzii looking hot. I mean, I just keep seeing him light up the kill feed. He's playing fast, he's playing furious, and he's wanting to prove to the world that he's not just a quote-unquote matchmaking kid like Spartan called him on Twitter.
Well, I will say that both these players are heavy in twos matchmaking. That's for sure. They kind of lead the twos matchmaking. They know how to run it, but this is a totally different ballpark. This is where you need to have that clutch factor, where the pressure is on, there's money on the line here, and this is where somebody like Spartan, someone like Pznguin are very comfortable. But so far, so good for blue team here. They're locking down the map. You can see how safely Red is playing this, rotating out the car side here. Vemzii, you know he wants to get into it. Vemzii still staying over in blue window, going to hold his ground. Nobody wants to give an inch here. Pznguin, can he at least get an opening? He's looking like he wants to get out the pink side. But look at this sneaky play coming out of Pyrettic. Not even really that sneaky. He's sprinting. And surprised that they're not hearing any of this. Pyrettic sitting underneath red base. They're both now in red, so the chase is on here, and the rotation at Sparty and Pznguin as they continue to be elusive.
This, I mean, maybe they just said, hey, we'll give up red, that's fine. But look at that, Vemzii's taking the fight versus Spartan. They're both made one shot, and now Pznguin just looking for any kind of flank opportunity. As there we go, Pyrettic is finally found over at P2. Spartan comes over to help. He gets the shots to make Pyrettic one, but now Spartan feeling the pressure from Vemzii as well. And we can see both these teams, they're just waiting for someone to slip up and make a mistake. But the fight has to move to P side, Alex, because camouflage is coming up very soon. They have to be in a position, and it's going to be up to Spartan and Pznguin to break over to P side and be able to grab the camo.
Camo is bringing this fight into the close quarters here. Penguin, that's a big opening kill. Vemzii now still up on P1. Penguin looking to take 2 here. He's taking his time with it, though. Vemzii coming out with the challenge. Nice shot out of Vemzii to bring it to 1 bullet, but Penguin will ice up, get the kill. While that happens, I believe the camo was burned, so off the map and not a threat. And Penguin can control top map here and hold it down yet again. I feel like Sparty and Penguin's style is a direct counter to Vemzii and Pyrettic. You know these players want to play fast, but Penguin, Sparty, any opportunity they recognize it's not in their favor, they'll rotate out, they'll get at a dodge. Sparty, in the meantime, though, it's a rough spot for him here. Good luck staying alive.
Yeah, Vemzii, you know, once again, that bad blood starting to boil between Spartan and Vemzii. These two, they don't like each other. They've been going back on each other on Twitter. They are Vemzii's quote unquote blacklisted from Spartan's lobbies. You know, and it's showing like that temper. It's boiling over on both sides. Both these guys, you just tell that they despise each other, and they do not want to drop one map this entire series.
You're feeling some kind of energy I'm not seeing, but I'll take it. You can see it in the gunshots that they despise each other.
They do hate each other, man. I'm telling you, bro. We get.
Oh yeah, now I see it. Now I see it.
What are you saying, Alex? What are you saying? You don't see it on screen. That's a whole clip. That's a whole goddamn clip in his ass.
It's hard to tell when they're shooting at each other when they're both alive. But if Sparty is combined teabagging and body shooting both, I think he's teabagging one and body shooting the other. I think Sparty's he's got both covered.
Oh, Spartan, I mean, I love it, man. Just put the entire clip in. They're down by 4 at the moment. Camouflage gonna be coming up soon. We'll see which team can get in position. Unfortunately, Spartan just trapped in that bubble, cannot get away, and Penguin's in the opposite. So they're gonna have a lot of work ahead of them just to get in a position to fight for that camouflage. Pyrettic moves into the top base. He's tagged up but trying his best to stay alive, and you can see Spartan flying towards P1 to get in position as Pyrettic and Vemzii are both in the back red base, and Spartan's able to get the camouflage, but can he stay alive?
Sparty's got some work to do here. Nice shots into Pyrettic, but he can't afford to give up any positioning here. He's lost Penguin. Pyrettic getting aggressive, though. He's sprinting out right in front. Look at that 5. What was that play there? That was a little questionable, and man, did he just shot to the moon off of that one, Garrett. My God.
Oh my God! Yeah, I mean, fly me to the moon. That's all that is. That is insane. I don't know what was going through his mind, but definitely not the play. Vemzii, Vemzii, you're gonna go down as well. 5 shots from Sparty. Sparty not letting anyone go. Gonna take Pyrettic to the grave as well as they get this lead back. They take the lead back down to 4, and they're trying to make this a more manageable game. But Penguin, he needs to win this big fight or stay alive and reposition the Spartan.
Yeah, Penguin gonna take the safe route instead, go under red base, get out of there, but he's giving up top map at the same time. Still putting a beam on the Vemzii to keep him back. Pyrettic, you know he wants to get into this, so he's sitting up on top mid, waiting for the opportunity. Sparty up in the window, though, gonna keep him back. Great shot set of these boys. Team shots coming in into each other, too, just to keep them, you know, focused and ready here. But still, they're starting to back up just a little bit. You can see the pressure coming in. Pyrettic going for the sneaky play yet again. He's in the back of the base. And if Pyrettic, if he plays this correctly, this could be devastating for Penguin. And what happened to Penguin and Sparty? They're Penguin just meleeing at the worst possible time. He decides to just melee midair and then gets melted.
That's a bad habit I have as well. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm like just frustrated, I see a wall, I'm gonna give a punch to the wall, punch to the air. Fortunately, it comes at the wrong time, and it costs him his life. I firmly believe that they would have taken that, but now Vemzii, Pyrettic finding a kill of their own, and that's gonna extend this lead to be almost insurmountable in my opinion. With camouflage coming up soon, they just can't afford to die whatsoever on the side of Spartan. And Penguin. Spartan just finds a big kill on Vemzii, but Pyrettic was able to get away with the camouflage while that was going down.
Yeah, Pyrettic's not going to give him any options as well. He's got the combo in the back pocket, so all the goodies for him. And this is looking like a cleanup crew to close the game here. Combo not going in, but they're going to chase this player down. And we'll see if Sparty can do anything to stay up. At this point, I don't see any chance of a comeback. It's just a matter of time here. Pyrettic looking for the victim out front. That's Sparty. Easy kill for him, and that's a spree. And then the last remaining player, Penguin, sitting up on top mid.
Victory.
Wait, okay. Sparty dropping out of the game, though, for game one?
They just ended it. So, you know.
Or they just, maybe the leader ended the lobby. That would be fair. Okay. Either way.
They're just like, hey, we'll go to game 2.
Just jump us into game 2. Gonna let that one end where it stood. There was no chance they had to come back. One big thing to note, though, in that game is the flanks that we saw at a Pyrettic under the bases, right? So many moments where Sparty and Penguin would be trapped in the base, and they'd be taking shots from up on top map, and then all of a sudden things would quiet down. And that's that moment the Pyretic's getting under your base going for the flank. I feel like they need to be very prepared for that stuff in the future. If Pyretic's not up on top mid shooting at you, he's likely flanking you.
Yeah, it's definitely something that they can be aware of, and this is the thing about having 5 games, right? Is that you're going to be able to feel the play style out more than you were before, as we see Pyretic's body just fly through the air. Oh man, a great kill.
That was my favorite kill for sure.
Yeah, but you have more opportunities to get the feel of the game, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking, like, so you see Vemzii throw the nade, so I think this is like a team collapse where Vemzii's like, all right, I got the nade in, the Pyrettic thinks he's like running around to collapse on like a hiding Spartan in P1, and Sparty's in like a totally different spot. But you gotta love the ragdoll effect on that one. Shout out to Louis for the replays. Look at this. Looking like Super Mario the way he's flying.
Yeah, it's like but there's plenty of opportunity for Spartan and Penguin to figure out the play style and to start punishing plays that you start noticing, like the tendencies of Pyrettic to go underneath and to find flanks. So you can start being more aware and counteract individual play. That's what the best of 5 offers, rather than the best of 3, when you really like this game 2 would be do or die for them. They can still afford to potentially drop another game, and the reverse sweep could still be on the table. So that's why I like that we're going to the best of 5s for our losers final and beyond.
And as amazing as Penguin and Sparty are playing, like as accurate as they are, it just feels like their strategy is starting to get countered at this point at the highest level. Like they did great to get to winners finals, but that's when I started to see that switch where this kind of slow and methodical play where you constantly kind of rotate out of situations and try to force long range fights. It seems to be their priority, but it's not working out for them. These experienced twos teams that, like, I mean, you got Vemzii, Pyrettic, they're playing matchmaking, they're playing twos all the time. They know that the winning teams are typically the teams that set the momentum, that are playing making the aggressive plays, and that's starting to shine through right now. So Sparty and Penguin, we got to see a bit of a change in the game plan, and I think a perfect opportunity to change it up is if you got a sniper, if you got an OS. So let's see what happens on Plaza.
Yeah, sniper rifle going to be very impactful, and like we said, like there's 2 players that are have been considered top 5 snipers in the game at one point or another, in Spartan and Penguin. And that's one thing that you really do love to see. On the other side, though, Vemzii and Pyrettic, they have this map in particular down. So it's going to come down to individual talent versus repetitions. And right now, it's with how Spartan's been playing this tournament, I just wouldn't count him out. I think that he could answer back strongly on the second game.
The worry is how dominant game 1 was, though. In Plaza, that was the game that we said, Vemzii Pyrettic had to win, because it's kind of our expectation that this is their comfort map. You think they would close it here. They have momentum coming into this map as well. If they take this map, we're in dangerous territory for Spartan and Penguin. They got to fight back in the remaining 3 games and ice up the whole time. One mistake and that series over. So it's going to be tough if they can't really turn things on here in Plaza, even though, the odds are kind of against them as far as comfort goes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough balancing act. And I don't know. It's like, for some reason, I'm feeling Spartan and Penguin for Plaza. I feel like the last couple times we've seen them on Plaza, we've seen a very strong performance from them.
Definitely.
I feel like Regret could go either way. It's just that's the map right now that's got me curious, as the question mark.
Regret has been Sparty's map today, so I want to lean to Spartan and Penguin for Regret as them bouncing back in a big way. But you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to start happening in game 3. You want to see it here in game 2 when they can cut the momentum early. So they need to go big off of the starting strat, whether it's winning the OS or winning the snipe or both. We'll have to find out shortly.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. We're gonna get that second game up and ready soon. But in fact, here we go. What are these guys playing for is a question, right? And it's gonna be about the opportunity to take down the champions bound Renegade Tuesday. Money comes secondary. It's about that bragging rights, being the Money Tuesday champion and holding up that belt. And so far, Bound and Renegade, they've been challenged. They've had some moments of weakness, but then they just look too damn strong. And that's why we have this open tournament, get the best teams in here and see who has the opportunity to take down these two.
As exciting as this day has been so far, this is really just the appetizer for the big show on Tuesday. So if you're liking this, you better stay tuned on Tuesday. It's only going to get better. We get to finally go back up against those juggernauts. And I mean, Bound and Renegade, it's been a while since we've seen him play twos at this top level in this type of format. So, I mean, this is great, experience and practice time that these teams are getting in this open tournament to really make a statement on Tuesday. I can't wait to see how it all goes down here. And it's just a matter of time till all of this kicks off, Garrett. We got to get into this game.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting into it. I think there's a little dispute on the who gets red, who gets blue question. And, that is the nature. They came from the top bracket. Penguin and Spartan won the first time. So I think it's pretty obvious, hey, who should be red seed? I think it's Spartan and Penguin. Should be. And they would confer with us because I think that is the case. But that being said, we're just waiting. They're over there, I think we got past 1%. We're in the 2%, and God help us if we go to the half and half, because the milk is real right now. I don't want to go to that next stage. Get into the DMs, get us into the second game.
Been a hell of a tournament so far today. Of course, if you missed it, you can see a bit of the bracket here on screen. Sparty and Penguin, hard-fought battle to get to this point, but they were shut down by Trippy and Tapping. They started out so strong, but Trippy Tapping, despite the fact that they don't seem to have a lot of experience playing with each other, they've figured it out. They clicked instantly. And right now they wait in the winner's side of Grand Finals to face off against the challenger, who we're going to find out at the end of the series. Looks like we are finally loading into our Plaza game. This is what we came to see, Garrett. Will Sparty and Penguin be able to turn it around here, or is this just the start of the snowball for Vemzii and Pyrettic? It all comes down to this opening stretch.
It brings a tear to my eye to see the second match starting. It's feels like it's been an eternity, but we are here. Let's see what happens. Can Spartan and Penguin answer on back? Vemzii and Pyrettic going to try to stop that short. Look at Vemzii going for the quick top goal push, going to throw the nade out immediately and going to catch Spartan because of it. You can tell practiced he is on this map. Very fast, very aggressive. He finds two right off the bat.
It honestly seems like he has a plus 10% speed boost or something when he's jump thrusting in there just at high speeds. It's like he's got the FOV increase or something. I don't know, Vemzii, but this is the risk of flying too quickly. If your reticle's not placed, you just fly into a player who's ready to ice up and take you out, though. Pyrettic, he was more than ready to get the double to follow right back up.
And is Pyrettic going to get himself in the top gold position with the sniper rifle to work with? And that's going to be bad news for Penguin and Spartan. It's going to be tough to break out of that tram as Pyrettic just has the angle. Vemzii eventually finds the cleanup. Nice. Pyrettic hits the shot, and that's going to be another two down. Like I said, this is their bread and butter, this map, Plaza. Unfortunately for them, there's only one in the series, right? So making a statement on this map would be big for them. It also puts them just one game away from making it into the grand finals. But so far, it's looking all Vemzii and Pyrettic.
It's looking devastating right now. Tyler has no options, and Penguin has even less. Look at that. The instant he spawns, his face is blown off. Tyler's still stuck here in Nest, and as long as they continue to sit here, there's nothing stopping that spawn from staying open. So you'll see Penguin spawn there yet again. Sparty finally got a bit of a rotation in, but he's tagged up on the body. Pyrettic going to try to rotate out here. Vemzii, in the meantime, he's moving quick. He's got a flank position. Look at their spots on the map here. They're in great spots to work with each other. Penguin and Spartan, they've rotated through to get to yard. But Pyrettic, he's not giving up an inch here. He's still got one bullet in the chamber. Just looking for heads, looking to line something up here. He needs the info, and Vemzii already has the opening fight here. So Pyrettic, stutter stepping his way into yard. He's going to try to sneak up here. He doesn't want to give up too much, positioning. He needs to be in position to help Vemzii. And he did the perfect thing right there. They got two clean kills.
I mean, absolutely just completely took off the face, and now 11-1. Hell, I mean, I think that's the biggest momentum swing, and he's gonna take down the noob combo player as well. Like, can't even take him down with the noob combo. Just this is just all Vemzii Pyrettic. I mean, we might see the game end soon at this rate. This is just dominating, but now Pyrettic is struggling on hitting that last shot on Spartan.
Damn.
And maybe that's a tide. Maybe that's a shift in the tide that was needed. Spartan finding that kill and Penguin keeping him alive. Right. I mean, if there's a time to start the comeback, it's now. That's a huge momentum swing.
Amazing live out of Sparty. No idea how he managed to just stand there in the hallway and dodge those shots.
10 seconds to sniper
beautiful,
rifle.
beautiful strafe and confidence out of him to do it. And look at this, they got the momentum on their side. Ball starting to roll here. Sniper about to come up. If Penguin picks it up, this could be beautiful. Sparty, look at the flank out of him. He gets a 5 right back. This is how you bounce back into a game. Penguin, he's got snipe. We got to see what he's up to.
Yeah, I mean, if Vemzii and Pyrettic somehow lose this game, I just feel like you lose full mental, right? There's no opportunity where you're like, okay, like we're up 11-1. You know, it's like that's a yikes if you end up losing this game somehow. Penguin, he's gonna try to make that a reality with this sniper rifle as he starts to rotate. Spartan is in a one-on-one fight. He's going to go down, and individuals won on both sides from Pyrettic and Vemzii as they're going to be able to put the spawn trap in effect once again. And this is how it got out of hand the first time around. This time, Vemzii with the sniper rifle, not able to find him at bottom left, but Penguin already in a world of hurt.
Doing the exact same thing back to them. One shot in the booty of Penguin. He's done. The remaining player, Sparty's going to try to live once again, but look at this. Vemzii getting right up into his face.
He's sitting,
literally.
He's just sitting.
He is just sitting in the chair looking up at him.
Oh my god, that might be pitch perfect, man. That's like a thumbnail right there. That's
a screenshot for sure. That is a thumbnail, actually. You got to save that.
Someone clip it.
That's the YouTube video.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely insane. But there we go, another kill, and this looks like it's just a matter of time between Vemzii and Pyrettic before this game's over. Pyrettic gonna use that overshield to soak up that sniper ammo, as only one bullet remains. Spartan immediately peeks out. Pyrettic not missing with the sniper rifle right now as he takes Penguin off that top ledge.
All right, well, thankfully for the red team, he's got no ammo, but it's 21-6. The damage has been done. Vemzii's just having some fun right now. You can see he's looking up at the ceiling. He gets shots into Penguin. Penguin doesn't have too many options in U-turn, so Pyrettic gets the easy trade. Tyler, he's chasing down Pyrettic to get the trade of his own, but can he do this? Pyrettic going to make himself a hard kill, and Vemzii now spawned up nearby. So now Sparty got to get back up there, and this is where the movement comes into play in twos. You got to be quick with the jumps. And Sparty gonna miss that. Now his teammate dead for the count here, and he's about to die as well. This is looking like game, Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like game when it was 11-1. To be honest, we saw moments, but there we go. Vemzii Pyrettic, they finally finish out game 2. Spartan and Penguin, they're gonna have to find a quick way to recover into this game. But yeah, Plaza definitely bread and butter for these two.
That was rough. Penguin Sparty just got smoked. There's no sugarcoating that game, Garrett. That was absolutely brutal. Pyrettic, amazing work out of him, over 2,000 damage, and it all comes from that spawn trap and snipe control. They did it twice. There was one moment where Red had a chance, right? That one moment where Sparty managed to get a kill, and Penguin picked up one. They had control, but they couldn't live long enough to get the snipe again. It came down to this setup. And you could tell they've done this thousands of times together. They're so experienced in this moment.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's just this is what repetition looks like, right? Just rep. They play so many money twos. They're particularly known for their ability just to take over on Plaza. There's only like really a handful of players that play this map in particular, as well as these two, and it shows in the scoreboard this time around, like 25-8 in a money twos. It's definitely an insane one to think about.
Now, it's not over yet. Regret's coming up next, so there's definitely still a shot to make a comeback, but it needs to be a 3-0 sweep comeback. Here's that moment. I love that moment right there, just sitting in the chair. But yeah, that's one hell of a way to put him down, to get momentum on the side of blue here, but we know that Regret is Sparty's map, and I hope these boys came to play. I hope they are giving all their energy for game 3 here, because I want to see a series go the distance, Garrett.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, I want to see where this goes. Regret, Slayer. Oh man, those first 2 scores, it just makes it not look close. It's a question, what can Spartan and Penguin do? And they need to answer back big Great thing for them though is that they're not going to see Plaza again, right? So they can figure it out on this map. The next two look immensely easier than having to face them once again on Plaza.
The scary thing here is the walloping that we've seen out of Vemzii and Pyrettic has been so substantial that we haven't seen anybody else beat them by that much yet. You know what I mean? What does this mean for Trippy and Tapping? If Pyrettic and Vemzii blow through this, do they have a chance to even take the whole tournament? I feel like that narrative is starting to you know, right itself here, and the only way to stop it is if Sparty can answer right here, right now, and at least he got himself a nice 5, but no more OS.
Now, Overshield is going to get burned out, but 2-0 start. I think that's better than both games thus far. So, you know, a little bit of a change in pace for these two. And last time we saw them, I mean, they got off to a hot start versus the champions in the bracket, Trippy and Tapping.
Yeah, so Sparty right there, that's rough, right? Penguin left completely alone, gets pushed up on and dies immediately. Sparty was blocking the spawn or looking for a split spawner, but there's only so much time you want to spend doing that before you got to get back into like an angle, a position where you can help your teammate. And Penguin was already taking the fight, he was dead immediately. So that type of timing is rough. And if they end up in those situations more often, they're going to lose a lot of lives for it. So Sparty right now going to try to stay up. He's going to do that until his teammate can come help him out here.
Spartan looking for some sort of angle. He's going to find 4, but not the 5th on Pyrettic, as he's going to be able to get away. But they're stuck. Oh, look at that stick from Spartan. And now they know Pyretic's in that P attic. They could make a play, but that nade's going to probably stop that play short. But look at this movement. Top movement from Spartan. Put him in the dirt. Spartan, I mean, broke his ankles. And that was one of the most beautiful plays. Clip that one, folks, because that is one of the most beautiful twos plays I've ever seen.
Regret is where Sparty wakes up every time. So this is exactly what we need to see for him to get some momentum, get back into this series. There's no more Plaza in this series. It's just Regret and Truth here on out. And Sparty and Penguin, they still have everything it takes to clutch this up. UOS about to pop, though. Sparty needs to get in position to burn it if he can. He's got the combo. You can see Vemzii's pick it up, though. Vemzii's getting aggressive, though. Sparty's got the combo to delete this, so he does burn the shield, and the trade comes through from Penguin. Nice execution.
Right at this point, trades are really all that they need, as long as they can keep themselves in the game with these trades to find their opportunity to retake position and just get this game too far out of reach. They will be fine. But now Penguin, he's standing top mid. Vemzii's underneath Vemzii. That should be a quick delete as the nade misses. And now Pyrettic finds the trade out. But once again, they're totally, it's copacetic with the trades. They just need to make sure that they don't get put onto a perpetual respawn and that they don't get put into a cycle.
Copacetic. Let me get the dictionary out for that one, Garrett. My God, you're doing some reading.
Hey, never heard copacetic before? It's all copacetic, brother.
Copacetic, Pyrettic. We got a bit of etic. I don't even know what I'm saying here, dude. You got me tongue-tied. Either way, whatever gets us through this this hesitation point here, you can see there we go. Finally, the fight coming in. Sparty with a big kill on the Pyrettic, and there's the collapse we need. Vemzii wants to get the cleanup, and he actually does succeed. And now Vemzii can live.
Yeah, it was surprising that Spartan opted for that reach out, but I mean, it was smart for Vemzii to expect it. And that's what we were talking about. Like, you have to trade out, and Vemzii staying alive provides opportunity for Pyrettic and Vemzii to do some work as they're quickly closing the gap between the two score lines.
Vemzii, can he win this fight? He's got his teammate to help him out. Nice clean kill. New spawner up in blue, right below them. Got a bit of time until that OS pops, but you can see that rotation coming out. I believe it's Sparty who's just going to get out of dodge through bottom mid, link up with his teammate who's now spawned up in red. Vemzii going to get back to top map here. He's got Pyrettic right beside him. They're holding hands. And hopefully team shot the opposition here. OS about to come up, though. And look at this flank out of Pyrettic. He got a perfect 5 here, but the OS Penguin picked it up, and that's huge. But now it comes down to the 2v1 onto Zane. Zane needs to stay alive, keep the shields as much as he can, so that he can force that 2v2 challenge later.
Yeah, that noob combo went into the hands of Pyrettic, right? So they have the answer to the overshield. The question is, can they get the green gun, the bolt to go into the body of Penguin, as Penguin's just taking fights. Pyrettic wins a big one versus Spartan though, and now Penguin's being forced to push. The combo misses, but the damage is in. The trades come through, and we're tied up 12 all. Vemzii sitting at top, but he's expecting an opposite spawn. Spartan did not get that spawn, and now Vemzii's like, oh crap, they're on the other side. My teammate spawned over at blue, and it's going to be up to Spartan to find the pick, and he's getting great shots into Vemzii. It's just going to be up to Penguin to get him. Okay, I was about to say, get him on the
how's he alive? Yeah, Vemzii's going like, he's going up and down on the wall. He's got Penguin on one side, Sparty on the other. Like, finally, you got to kill the guy. Pyrettic's got to do the same thing, though. You can see he's trying to be a weasel here, and somehow he got out. They shouldn't have both gone top base. You can see they both went up top, and they let Pyrettic kind of slip through the cracks underneath the base. Vemzii's now up as well. He's up on pink, pushing up to top mid here, so gets the opening shots in for the fight. You challenge Sparty, and it looks like he does. He's got him down to one shot. What? The movement out of Vemzii as well, though. That's a clean connection.
That's a great jump.
You can crouch jump back there and catch it, but to jump out, thrust in, catch that wall, that's clean. I like that.
I thought he was de-challenging, and then all of a sudden he's just right back looking at the angle from an even better angle. But there we go. Pyrettic finds a kill. Vemzii gonna get caught out over at P1. Shots going in on both players. Spartan doing his best to put in the damage. He finds one, and he's gonna get away as well. Oh my god, he's dropping back to challenge Vemzii misses the grenade. 3 shots in on the body of Spartan. He's gonna opt to let Penguin get better position. Vemzii's all by his lonesome in this bottom base. Spartan, don't overchill, please. Do not die. Oh, that's the ego talking right there. But Penguin's gonna be able to secure the overshield.
No, because all Spartan needed to do was keep Vemzii there, and he kept him there. Penguin got the OS for free because of it. Now, unfortunate that Spartan didn't hit the shot. It was crazy. Like, what a crazy fight. But he did his job, and now Penguin has a chance to make a big play here. Sparty making the rotation up through Car. You can see Vemzii's hiding on Car. You got one coming up top mid as well. Sparty just Penguin thrusts immediately, gets out of there. They're looking to take this fight. This is such passive play for an OS. Like, look at this. You know it's game 3 off of this.
Well, they're paying the respect to the noob combo that Vemzii has in hand. And Pyrettic, I mean, Spartan needs to figure out his fights versus Pyrettic, because that's a couple times now that the individual has gone towards Pyrettic, and that's going to allow them to get that top control. And Vemzii, he just needs to value his life. As long as that noob combo is on the map, they can't afford to overchallenge Penguin. Oh my, just barely dodges that bolt and stays alive. And now Pyrettic's in trouble at the bottom of the base. Question is, can he get away once again? And it looks like he's just timing everything perfectly, and he's gonna be able to find Penguin. Talk about perfect timing. Not able to get the kill, but I mean, played that as about as well as you could for the situation.
Hard to trick these red guys twice, though. You can see they were ready for that under base flank, and they managed to chase down Pyrettic. But like you said, it still ended in a trade, which is huge. It keeps this game close. Sparty's still up on top mid here. Nice shots out of Penguin to get Pyrettic down to 1 shot so Sparty can clean it up. Vemzii now trapped bottom mid here. An easy cleanup for Sparty McFly. 5 kills left to close this out. And they've got the momentum. They got the advantage here. One player already in blue. Sparty, he's aware of it as Pyrettic. 1v1. Squaring off right here. Sparty, how's he taking it? Gonna spring jump back in. Pyrettic got a huge 5 on a Penguin. And now Sparty, he's trapped between the both of them. He's got to get a trade.
Oh my god, does he get
no way, he kills Vemzii. Oh, he almost killed Vemzii. Of all challenges to go for, it was a great attempt. Just not successful.
Literally just 1 shot away, and now Vemzii's going to be able to find Penguin's back. That overshield going to be important, as Vemzii once again just staying alive, and that's just been the answer for every time that they come back. It's because of Vemzii's ability to stay alive. That overshield, just about a third of it left, as they're going to be able to tie this up 20 all. A stark difference to what we thought this map was going to be just 2 minutes ago.
Look at this series of events here. They're trying to find Penguin. He was running around a circle. They finally got him, and now Sparty has them right in his sights here, but Sparty's alone. You can see both players out on pink side. They got the 1 kill advantage. I love the rotation from Sparty. He's now got himself in a safe spot. Zane has the pinch. Zane coming in for the kill. He gets a big one. He's going to try to stay up with 1 shot here. Tyler needs to fly in to get the opening shots into Vemzii, and then Penguin can come for the pinch, but Vemzii ices up, kills Sparty. Vemzii still got the combo. He's got 60% to work with here. Penguin cannot afford a risky challenge. You can see this. He's getting collapsed on by both. 2 kills left for the series, and that's it for Losers Finals, Garrett.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough spot. Spartan needs to try to stay alive. Pyrettic has the angle, though. Does the nade connect? The nade doesn't. Penguin finds the kill. That's going to be a big one. And now it's up to Vemzii to be bottom mid. And he still has a combo to work with. I'm not sure how much ammo it has left in it, but once again, just dodging those bolts of green as Penguin, as he's trying to stay alive. Spartan finds even more damage on Vemzii, but Vemzii's just been such a tough kill these last couple lives.
Penguin looking like Neo from the Matrix right there, dodging combos. They cannot afford to lose shields here. You can see he's still doing it. He's got to dodge and stay out of the field of play here. Pyrettic down to one shot. Penguin rotating out, staying alive, linking up with Sparty here, who sits out bottom map. This OS, a huge dilemma. Whoever gets this OS likely gets the game. And Vemzii, a wall of defense. He's got top map. He's got that combo. He also has the timing, too. He knows when they're going to be there. But look at this. The challenge starts early. There's no way they can get OS, and I'm pretty sure there's no way they can win this game, Garrett. This might be it right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is an impressive performance. Pyrettic not able to get the trade, though. Vemzii too far away to immediately get there. He's going to have to earn it back. But the biggest thing is that he has the combo in the back pocket, right? So he doesn't have to worry about a random green gun shot killing him. I think he's just looking for Spartan. He doesn't really care that Penguin's in the attic. There we go. Pyrettic's right with him. That player's just stuck in the attic. There we go. Vemzii finds the last shot. But man, what a hell of a game 3. And it was just a couple lives from Vemzii where he just doesn't die, and it makes the difference.
Both Vemzii and Pyrettic very elusive in that game for sure. They're such difficult kills. You can see the assist set of Pyrettic as well, doing a lot of work to help Vemzii out, ensure that he can fly and clean them up. And I mean, Vemzii moving at the speed of light. He got the final kill in the game at like, what, 180 miles per hour or something. He's just thrusting right by the guy. You can see it here. But finally closing it out. But still a 3-0 overall. A devastating performance out of these guys. And there you go, just a flyby headshot. Dominant game 1, dominant game, even more dominant game 2. And then game 3, down to the wire. But not enough. Not enough for Sparty and Penguin to bring it back.
Yeah, it was just a couple moments that really made the difference, right? It was that time that Vemzii stayed alive over at the car door after Spartan decided to challenge while one shot. That really, to me, changed the momentum of this entire game to where it became more of an even fight. Like I definitely feel as if Penguin and Spartan had more opportunities to win this game than Pyrettic and Vemzii. It just came down to a couple of situations where I think Vemzii stayed alive and made the difference.
Man, what a series. I would have wanted to see it go further, but I guess this is just what we got today. This is how the cookie crumbles. Vemzii and Pyrettic with a monstrous losers bracket run. Just to give you a reminder, they beat Soul Snipe and Druck. They beat Boo Boo and Foul. Now they've beaten Sparty and Penguin. And these are all the top competitors that we typically invite to Money Tuesday to face off against Renegade and Bound. Right? All they have left is to take down Trippy and Tapping. And that's a tournament in their hands. And and one hell of an interesting...
I got a problem with what you said, Alex. You said they only...
All they have left. I said all they have left.
All they have left. Okay, you said
which is a lot.
Trippy. It's a lot.
It's a big
to take
deal.
Down these two.
It's a big deal, but I mean, to take out these 3 twos teams back to back in this fashion, man, have they set a good precedent.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we're definitely seeing like them starting to. It feels as if they're just really hot right now. They have the hot hand, which then begs the question. You know, it's like Trippy. They've been chilling for a little bit in the winners bracket, though I will say it's not as much as the normal tournament. You know, normally you'd be seeing a couple hours of being cold. They've only been gone for one series, right? Which happens to be a 3-0, so they haven't been out of the action for too long now. So hopefully that doesn't play an impact. And they have 2 best of 5s, right? So they have the first one to give up if all things go worse. So definitely I feel as if Trippy and Tapping have a clear advantage.
Yeah.
There's not as much going up against them as we've seen in other tournaments where, you know, you're waiting for 4 hours after you win the winners bracket final and you're just ice cold. These guys should be fairly warm. The question is, like, they're warm. Vemzii and Pyrettic are hot.
Sure. Yeah. Vemzii Pyrettic have a lot of heat coming into this series. That's for sure. Trippy and Tapping, they're no stranger to being in this position. They're, championship level players. They've been in these situations time and time again. And I'm sure they're playing in between to keep themselves warm, doing whatever they can to make sure they're ready for this series. But this is the big one coming up here. Of course, $500 tournament today, but the winner here is going to face off against Bound and Renegade. I'm pretty sure I saw Bound in the chat, so he's sizing up his competition that he's going to be playing up against, I guess,
I want to guest caster Bound, bro. Bound, you're out there, bro. You want to cast? I want to get Bound in here. Oh, yeah, I want to get him in here. Be the third guy. Just be like, hey, that was bad.
That was bad, yeah.
That was bad. I know it's all Bound does.
Well,
he's like
the beauty of getting a pro to cast is you get insights that you don't typically hear from casters, right? Something like just ideas in the mind of a pro player in a situation that they've been in many times, So it's always nice to hear. And this is kind of jumping away from Halo for a second, but as a Smash fan, I don't know if you guys have ever heard Mango cast. He's a top Smash player.
Okay.
When he casts, he pulls in insights in the game that you would never expect to hear from a caster. He's like reading the players as he's casting. So I would love to hear that from like a pro Halo player at some point. But
who is the Mango of Halo, man?
The Mango of Halo, man, I don't know. Halo, see, the issue with Halo is we're so split in our community, more so than Smash is. Like each community's on life support. You got your Halo 3,
okay.
Halo 5.
Let me reframe the question. Who is the Mango of Halo, and why is it Shotzi?
And why? Well, Shotzi gave up on us.
Yeah, no, he did give up on us.
He couldn't wait for Infinite. There's nothing, no good enough tournaments for the man. He had to move on to bigger things.
I just feel like the way that like Shotzi approaches the game is like very similar to like how Mango approaches the game. It's like they feel it out in the moment. You just the technical aspects of their game just feels very much like read heavy players.
And that's the thing that people don't realize about these top players is they're always like 5 seconds ahead of everyone else in that lobby. They know where the spawn's going to be. They know where that player's going to be. They know the tendencies of their opponents, so they know exactly where to look and what types of shots they need to hit in the upcoming gunfight before they even enter it, So there's just that level of preparation. I think Frosty's a perfect example in fours. Frosty, he's playing it like a board game that he knows all the answers to. You know what I mean? Like he's fully ready for everything before it even happens.
Well, okay. Well, then, if we're gonna keep making these parallels, sorry for everyone that's not aware of the Super Smash Brothers scene. Maybe go watch the Smash doc or something.
Missing out.
Yeah. Who's the Mewtwo King?
Ooh.
Who's that? Because I just feel like who's that player?
These are one of a kind individuals.
Is he one of a kind? Yeah, it's like.
I mean, does Ola sit in that kind of? He doesn't.
Ooh.
But Ola's more personable, friendly. He's easy to talk to. Like Mewtwo King's very difficult to like engage in conversation with. He's like a robot. So that's a hard one. I saw Batchford in the chat. Batchford's kind of reminds me of Mewtwo King, maybe just in the way.
Wow.
But I have no idea. Mewtwo King's a very unique person.
Very unique player. I was just trying to think. Is there a player that
like super technical knows all the frame data of the game? Who knows all of Halo 5? I guess I don't know the frame data.
Someone said Ryan Noob in the chat.
Oh, Ryan Noob. Yes, Ryan Noob for sure. That's the best one. Ryan Noob
I think that's the best answer thus far.
That's fair. Tapping is not Leffen. Leffen would be like Renegade or like a Bound or something, I would think. But actually, no. It would have to be a player that came out of nowhere and is all of a sudden upsetting everybody, and he's kind of like on the evil. So like maybe like a Vemzii.
I'd say Bound, right? I just feel like a Bound.
Or Bound, maybe.
Yeah, Bound.
Bound, you want to get in here?
Oh, Bound says he wants in the booth. Ooh, I like that, man. I want to get Bound in the booth.
I'm down to get him in this Discord.
We'll have to talk to the producer out back. But I think we got something for you, Bound.
Louis,
we'll have someone reach out. Check your Discord DMs, Bound. We'll get you in here. I want to hear Bound's takes and stuff. I want to hear Bound and what he has to say. But yeah, we're just still waiting for some invites on the lobbies, guys. We're gonna go to a quick break. Alex, we're gonna go to a quick break.
That's fair. Let's do that.
And when we come back, maybe you'll hear a familiar voice.
Ooh, let's do that.
5 minutes remain. Perfect. Brawler. Double kill. 5 kills to win. Killing spree. Next kill wins. Game over. Victory.